Okay, Rhonda, here's the model that you sent to us, built in our program. And I'd like to point out some critical issues. One in particular, as you're modeling in our program, you are creating your own little movie, your own history. Within this history, all these commands are linked up. You don't have to create separate targets or anything like that. They're not pockets of history. In other words, it's not this section here has a history and this section doesn't. Okay? Everything is connected. You can have this history here. It has a Boolean. The Boolean doesn't break the history. Okay? If we're creating a hinge at the bottom, unlike other programs. Okay? This is a full-blown professional history that you would see quality manufacturers outside the jewelry industry using as well. They wouldn't tolerate a history that has job bags or little pockets of history on different entities. They need the entire product to be linked up so they can make changes easier. So if it's good for them in that industry, it should be good enough in the jewelry industry. And we have an extremely robust manager over here that has the history, assembly, visual, all sorts of things. Okay. Now we also have a little document prepared if you wanted to see it, that would show you different areas that we can point out with regards to that. And we can send this to you separately. Okay, you are in the midst of this video. Pause it and read what you see here. Okay, so as you're building again, you're creating your own little movie. We're just going to replay this, and this is like rewinding. All right, so again, as you're building, you're creating your own little history, own little movie. You press this first button and you're rewinding it. And you can see one by one how this product was made. Okay, if you want to see the details of what was done, for example, let's say the sketch number 2, you press this pencil at the bottom. And now you're able to come in and make modifications to it, right? And build a totally different earring with it. I'll show you how we did that. I'm going to leave this one as is. Okay, so we just came in and did a sketch right here. And we're going to loft this down. A simple loft. There's another sketch. So I'm just going through one by one. You're basically, you're getting a tutorial. If we were to build this product, you'd be getting this file with this history, and you could step through it, and it behaves just like a tutorial. You're watching every little step by just pressing this first button. And for the details, you press the pencil. You'll come in, for example, this is the shapes that were created in this sketch. Okay, we'll scroll down. You'll notice we have an offset command. There's a mirror. Then there's an inlay right over here. Okay, then this erase and project is going to throw this sketch onto this surface. And now we use a simple inlay command to emboss it. Here's our ellipsoid. So we're just coming through one by one, and you can see precisely how this is made. Okay, now having this history, I just simplified the backside so it wouldn't be flat. Having this history, we were able to remake these other earrings over here without having to do all that work over again. We just made modifications in the midst. And I'll show you what I mean. Here's the main product. This was the main earring used to create your earring. Okay? After creating your earring, we decided to come in and turn this into an additional tutorial for other people. The most simple thing to do was to come in, and maybe we widen this up, I'm not sure. But we came in and instead of creating that flat surface we had on the side with yours over here, right? We offset edges on this face and inlaid it, and we just put pave in here, okay? So here it is. Here's the offset curves. This is the curve down the middle, trimming it out, inlaying this surface. If I left click on it, you can see it's highlighted. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through these one by one, but I'll show you the other ones that were done here. Okay, we got the inlay, you got a curve. This is your product that was just modified. All right, so here's the pave again, and I'm just coming in with a curve list. And you're seeing how this was built, okay? Okay, so from this, we were able to easily create this earring. We just came in, I'll replay it. Come to the top sketch, edit. You can see the difference in size. Now it's 20 millimeters by 8 wide. No rebuilding for the most part. We took existing entities from the main model that was built and rebuilt this, and it stayed linked up. The bulk of it stayed linked up. There were areas where we had to reassociate, but it's a simple click of a button on this pencil and you come in and associate it with a new entity you may have in there. Okay, so here's a simple channel setting, and that's it. Yeah, same here, same product as before. You can just drag this up rather than playing replay all, and it's the same thing. But you can come to a specific spot with that tool. You can go up, forward, however you like. Stop in the middle, build in the middle, make changes. Okay, so here you're just seeing that this particular earring, we changed the original sketch, made it wider, made it rounder, added points on the edges, created curves from them, and raised up each curve so you would have an overlap, put rods on them, and put rods on the outer edges, offset, and loft between. That's pretty much it. This is the rest. We don't need this actually. Okay, and number 4. Again, I'll just drag this model stop here. Here's your original sketch, modified to 30 millimeters. All right, so the critical point here is when you're building an art program, you're creating your own movie. It has a history that's a full history. There's no pockets of history. I can't say it enough. There's no areas where you have a single entity that has a history and you only have linkage between that. And if you do a Boolean operation on it in our program, it does not break your history. If you do any other dress-up features in our program, it doesn't break your history. That's critical for time saving. Okay, same thing with all of these. I think you get the point. There's another video within this this folder that we're going to send to you that you can look at also, and it'll help you get an understanding of that. On top of it, we keep a very simple, clean interface. If you don't want to see all this, just want it simple, you want to modify the background color to whatever's comfortable for you, you could come in and do that. We have a plethora of jewelry tools and libraries right here that are pre-made for signet rings, eternities, wire settings, all sorts of things in here for to make your job much faster. And again, all kinds of jewelry tools. Visit the website, go to the 6 videos, and you'll get a taste of different tools that we have in the program. We're constantly adding new. And I'll send some images of these here also to you. So I'm hoping it's helpful. If you need any additional information, let us know.